I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with your feeder flash for Tuesday, June the 26th, where this market really crashed on Monday with the board and everything, and it was really hanging its hat on a bearish cattle on feed report. Well, if you look at the cattle on feed report, the only part that was really bearish was the placements, and all the bearishness was on lightweight placements weighing under 700 pounds. So real light calves going on to feed, that's the only place where there was more than a year ago. There was 70,000 head more of those lighter weight calves because there's no place else to put them. Well, that doesn't hurt our current situation of having heavy inventories of cattle on feed. That's going off into another direction, and we're not looking at any supply problems at that point. So that's kind of a farce. That whole bearish cattle on feed report was really a farce. Now the continued trade fears as Trump keeps trying to work through our trade barriers with some of these other countries, specifically China. Now that is causing a lot of fear. The stock market was down well over 300 points on Monday. Your board was down, grains were down hard. New crop corn is down below 375 a bushel now. That is getting really cheap, and that's cheap feed, guys. Beans were down 20 cents or more on Monday, but let's look at the cattle board. August live cattle futures down the $3 limit at 102.90 to settle. June spot down $2.30 to end the day on Monday at 105.97, so same as 106. Your weighted average on live steers was close to 109. Here we are at the tail end of the month, continuing to run that basis there. That June has been just a basis month like crazy for months and months. August feeder cattle down $3.42 to end the day on Monday at 145.77. October down $3.15 at 146.32. So look at the weighted average on last week's fat cattle trade on a negotiated basis, only 70,400 head. If you remember, the previous week was only around 51,000, and we're having the largest harvest or slaughters we've had all year long. The biggest of the whole year is right in now, and we've got the smallest negotiated trade. But you look how much lower the market was in the 5 areas. Your weighted average on live steers was 108.74, down $2.54 compared to the weighted average of the previous week. Your dressed steer average was 173.21, down $4.34. But you look at the late week trades, the most recent established market. In your southern plains, it was from 108 to 110, and actually Texas was the only place that got the 110. Kansas and Colorado and places were mostly just 108 to 109. That's $1 to $4 lower. In the northern plains, it wasn't quite that good, 107 to 109. And your dress trade in the northern plains, 172 to 173 late in the week. That was $4 to $8 lower. It's not going to get any easier this week, guys. It's going to be tough again, especially with the board coming out early on Monday, down hard. These packers are going to be able to buy fat cattle cheaper again, and you know, by all rights, maybe they should. We are right in the glut of our biggest numbers, although they are soaking through them pretty well, and they are harvesting a lot of cattle. They've still got good margins, although they are dwindling because our box beef cutout values are on the downhill slide now. But we knew it wasn't going to be easy getting through all these numbers, and we're working through them now. But on your nationwide slaughter cattle trade last week, only 11% of those, which there were still less than 80,000 even if you go out nationwide beyond the 5 areas, only 11% of those was for 15 to 30 day delivery. So that's kind of a positive thing. Maybe we'll start to get a little bit of that leverage back. Maybe some more people will consign to the Fed Cattle Exchange, and maybe get a little competition in this market despite working through these heavier supplies. But let's look at your feeder cattle markets. Your real-time index on Beef Market Central based on the 800-pound steer towards the end of the day on Monday was set at 139.53, down 32 cents, and your markets were just kind of unevenly steady. In Oklahoma City, they had 8,000 head there, you know, not a lot of direction in the market one way or the other on your feeder types. You look at a quote on Cattle Market Central from National Livestock Commission that shares data with Cattle Market Central on the National Beef Wire also. But National sold 224 head of steers, weighed 767 pounds at 141.35. You look at Joplin Regional Stockyards, and they had a good sale there. Feeders there steady to $3 lower. Did show calves mostly $3 to $5 lower as the board was down hard on Monday. But a lot of activity going to be going on in Joplin here over the next week or two. They've got a big value added special on Thursday, expecting 6,500 head or more there of all program type cattle. Next Monday, July the 2nd, they've got a yearling special. They're going to have multiple loads of yearling cattle in conjunction with the regular auction, of course. And then next Tuesday, right before the 4th, on the 3rd of July, Prime Time Livestock Video, which is Joplin Regional Stockyards' new name, and then they are broadening that. But they're going to have that down at Downstream Casino there, going over towards the Oklahoma border there on the west side of Joplin, Missouri. But Prime Time Livestock Video, the Big Bang Sale, they've got Tuesday, July the 3rd at 1 o'clock p.m. You can watch it on dvauction.com, or you can go to Prime Time Livestock Video and watch it there. But they'll have a lot of good cattle on there to choose from. But you look at the big quote that come out of Joplin's Monday sale this Monday, 275 head of big steers weighed 1,025 pounds at 124.50. That's nothing to sneeze at right there, guys. But another individual quote on Monday where they can really sell cattle out east. Bluegrass Stockyards in Lexington, Kentucky sold a load of 870 pound steers for $144.95. And that's your feeder flash for Tuesday.